What's up, Bookmeister?
Hey, not much.
So,
Staying warm.
you got any big news that happened in the last week?
Uh, well, last week, the book launch was last Friday. I've sold a few books.
You sold one before the show was over last week.
Yeah,
It
Dave
wasn't even
Hart.
out yet.
Hey, Dave, have you started reading it yet? He ordered a digital copy, so I know he's got it.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, because the hard copy wasn't out yet.
Yeah, it was released on Friday, but it didn't really start delivering until Monday and Tuesday of this week.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Did you get out since Wednesday?
Yeah, I got out to the dump a little bit. Didn't find a whole lot. Let me see. Find the marble. Little yellow marble. Little
Yellow.
gaming one. That and broken glass. Finding a lot of glass. You tumble it.
Oh, you know what? I got out Sunday for a couple hours and Monday for a couple hours. And you did better than me because I managed in 2 days 2D buckles and two musket balls. That's it.
Mhm.
That's it, man. It was bad.
I really should metal detect the river because it's down real low
I'm going
along
out.
the banks.
I'm going out tomorrow. I'm actually taking a guy who lives up in North Jersey. Um, and he's been asking me for a while, and I think he might have been at the event. I can't remember. It's kind of like a blur, but so I told him yeah, he texted me yesterday, and I said, yeah, well, go out Thursday. I'll take you to one of my spots. So he's going to drive down in the morning, and hopefully he gets something. You know, a couple buttons, musket ball, just at least some relics or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But you got to be you got to be kind to the new people, man. Show them the way.
Yeah.
Who does the
I
big
don't have
winner?
I don't have any idea, Scooter, who that is.
I don't know. I don't enter any giveaways. I don't worry about that stuff. So I couldn't even begin to tell you. Couldn't even tell you. I watch. I don't. If Paul streams, I'll jump in for a bit and watch. Um, if I can catch you guys, I'll jump in and catch you guys on your videos. I catch Shelly and Dawn if they stream, which is rare anymore. Other than that, I don't. It's just
A
too
lot,
many.
a lot of people, a lot of people don't post regularly every week, so you don't know when they're on.
Yeah, it's just don't have time for to do it that much. I never
Yeah,
really.
I don't either.
I never even before I started streaming um, at all. I only watched a few. I watched I watched Jersey History Hunter before I started streaming with her.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know if you remember Joe, Mike, and Trey, the Copperheads.
yeah, I remember that a little bit.
I actually took their spot on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
Um, I'd watch them, maybe one or two others, um, Detect America on occasion,
yeah.
but not too many because I don't have time to watch all those. I mean,
Well,
I support people, when I can. I just don't have time to sit there and watch, our live streams all the time.
yeah.
Not too
One's I watch all of us on Saturday night as we line up.
right.
Then I watch the Saturday night channels with Tim and Kathy. They they, they start at
That's
7 o'clock
Saturday or Sunday. I thought they did Sunday.
Sunday. They're on Sundays.
That's right.
They got a line up behind them that I watch. Then
Yeah.
I catch everyone else. I catch in between when I can.
I actually watch more lives on TikTok now than anything else. Um, it's just easier. I don't really have to. I mean, I watch it. I watch the live, but but I can also just put my headphones in and just listen at the same time. I don't have to
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah,
So, that's easier for me. Plus, I'm actually more involved with TikTok now than I am so much YouTube. Um, because it's just easier. It's so easy, and I don't have to worry about editing videos and stuff like that. I just upload them, a minute and a half, 2 minute video, boom, done. Label it,
yeah.
send out hashtags, and done. Simple, easy, easy. And we got a TikTok star in here. Mr. FLX there. He's turned into.
John.
No, are you kidding me? He's like a TikTok guru now. Yeah, yeah, he definitely, without a doubt, found his niche, no doubt. Yeah, Saturday weekends are rough sometimes for people. Am I lying, John? I'm not lying. I tell it like it is, man. You know, everybody has their thing, their niche. Uh, I haven't really discovered mine yet. I just do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, coffee. I've been a little bit. I was under weather for a few days. I was telling Richie before the show. I don't know what it is. Um, it's yeah, but see the thing is, John, it's fun for you, and because you're having fun, other people see that and they're having fun too. That's why they watch, man. So I don't know what it is, but every year at this time, it's like a calendar. I can set my calendar to it. I get like a little cold or something for like 3 or 4 days. I get a cold sore right here on under my bottom lip, and I feel a little for a few days. And then I'm good. I don't know what it is, but it's like every time that weather starts to kind of switch over is when it gets
Yeah,
me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's allergies or just a change of season or what, but it gets me every year around this time. End of October, early November, around that, somewhere's around there. We've had a mild fall, so hit me a little later this time. But I mean, we were still in 80s and 70s up until about 3 4 days ago. So it is what it is. So yeah, I'm just kind of drinking coffee, man, chilling. Um, yeah, hit me like I don't know, Friday or Saturday. I guess it started hitting me. I was fine last Wednesday, and then all of a sudden the weekend came and winter depression. I ain't got no
wait.
I got no winter depression. I'm digging.
They got no winter in New Jersey.
I got no winter. I'm going out tomorrow morning. It could be 50. High 50. That's fine by me. I'll take that all year. I'll take that all year round. I don't need 90 degrees. 50, that's hoodie weather for me. That's perfect, beautiful. Not too hot, not too cold. Don't need a winter jacket. A little chilly in the morning if you go out early, so your hands get real cold. So, I have inserts for my gloves. I'm good. And then, 10 o'clock comes, it warms up. Take the inserts out. I'm good to go, man. Good to go. So, yeah, I'm going out tomorrow morning, and I'm actually taking a guy out who um, I've talked to a few times before the event for Dig It Dude, and he messaged me, you know, asking, hey, have you found anything? And he wants to see some of the stuff I found, and messaged me yesterday. He's like, I think no Tuesday, yeah, yesterday was Tuesday, and he's like, I'm off Thursday. If you're around, I'd love to come and hunt. I'm like, all right, I'll let you know. So I messaged him a little while ago and said, yeah, just meet me here at this Wawa, and you can follow me, and I'll take you to one of my spots, and hopefully, at the very least, he comes out of there with a few relics because he lives up in North Jersey, so there's not like that area is not really farm area. So I'd imagine there's doesn't do a lot of farm field hunting, more kind of like parks and stuff like that. So it's a chance to it's a chance to you know kind of broaden his horizons a little bit. But yeah, it's good, man. I like you know I like uh, I like introducing people to kind of that world. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah. Is it fairly new to the hobby or?
To be honest with you, I think so. I don't know how new because a lot of people they come in, and whether they sign up for the event or they catch a show, they may have been detecting for a year or two or something like that. Um, but they don't always like. I was on a live last night on TikTok with Andrew, um, and he was talking about how well he's been detecting about 2 years, and I think he said he saw John in a field. Actually, Phil, I'm taking him to the field where I got that quarter ball last week, so hopefully, um, and he saw John in the field detecting, and he was like, "Holy shit, other people do this?" So he thought it was like, he was like the odd, like the odd man or the oddball, out metal
Yeah.
detecting. And once he started hanging out with John and digging, and got his first copper and got his first real, and got that, you got that taste, man. Once you get that taste in your mouth, you can't get that back. It's done. You're done right there. You're cooked. Um,
I find up my way about everybody has a metal detector. Just some people try it and they end up putting it in the closet after
right.
they
Well,
tried it a couple times.
if you're not in tune, with the community as far as like social media and stuff like that, if you're just doing like regular Facebook and like regular TikTok,
Yeah.
you don't really you just watch TikTok, you don't do anything else on it. The same thing with Facebook, um, YouTube, stuff like that. You know, if you just go on YouTube and watch music videos, that's what it's gonna pick up, and that's what it's gonna send you.
Yeah.
You know, if you watch metal detecting videos on YouTube or TikTok, that's what it's gonna start kind of.
Yeah, it's going to funnel you
Yeah,
towards
it's gonna
that.
narrow. It's gonna funnel that window down into that kind of genre. So some people just don't even know that you know this community even really exists. They think it's like um, they think it's like an anomaly. If they see somebody else in a field metal detecting, and they drive by and go, "Is he metal detecting?"
And to be honest with you, I don't see a lot of people out doing it, just driving around.
I don't. I
Well,
very rarely. I mean, there's a lot of people in Jersey that detect. But I rarely, I mean, I got to be honest with you. In 4 years I've been detecting, I may have gone somewhere and seen somebody detecting maybe twice.
Yeah.
That's it. Just twice.
I like it when somebody's detected in the park or something. I go over and want to talk to them, and they like scurry away. They don't want to. They're afraid I'm going to tell them get the hell out of.
Honestly, I've had people walk up to me while I was
Yeah.
detecting, and that do detect.
Yeah.
Um, and if I'm detecting a public area, I don't say anything because it's a public area. I can't call it my spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's a farm field that I have permission on, that's a little different.
Yeah.
That's a little different, and then of course, you'll have people on occasion walk up while you're detecting and going, "Are you allowed to do that here?" Like
Well,
I don't know if it was John or Andrew last night was saying something about that, where a couple times, or no, somebody went live on TikTok and was on a spot and got kicked off the spot by the person that gave him permission
oh,
because I guess she had forgot she gave him permission. Um,
oh yeah. We had that happen to us way up in the
apparently,
boonies. There was this elderly man. He had given us permission to detect his. He
your
has a big plot of land, an old farm,
your
and he'd
partner
given us permission.
your partner in crime is
And
here.
oh, hi, Dennis. The and I was detecting a foundation next to the road on his property, and he pulls up and he's sitting in his car. And he's like just sitting there. I'm like, what's going on? He gets out. What are you doing? I go, metal detecting. He goes, this is my property. I go, yeah, you gave us permission. Don't you remember? 'Cause I don't think I did.
Some of these people need
So,
to start taking that what's that called, Prevagen?
yeah,
Have their memory.
he was probably close to 90. He was up there in age, so
It's
I,
it
he was cool with it as long as we didn't come back because he
I
didn't
don't
want us coming
I don't
back.
really get too many problems. I mean, probably the last time it happened, it was a spot me and Eric go to, and I always park in the same area. It's a farm permission we have, and we've had it for 4 years. And guy comes walking out of his house across the street. He's like, "Hey, you find anything?" I said, "Yeah, I found a few things." I showed him. He's like, "Yeah, my neighbor called me and said, is that guy supposed to be over there?"
Yeah.
And I said, "You can let her know it's okay. We've had permission to do this for 4 years from the farmer, Tom." And he
Mhm.
goes, "Oh, yeah, do you know Tom?" "Yeah, we know Tom. Tom's the one that gave us permission." He goes, "Nah, she's just a nosy old."
See, that's the thing. People don't. I mean, people don't mind their own business. I mean, you got your permission. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
You know
She
what?
doesn't need to be calling.
I don't mind stuff like that. You know what? I'll tell you, I don't mind something like that because the way the guy came over, I mean, he didn't come over like, "Oh, what are you doing? You're supposed to be over there. That's private property." He just came over casual. "Hey, how you doing? You find anything? Find anything? Yeah, I found this." And then just mentioned his neighbor. It's the ones that like walk up on you, you know, like like you're in their yard or something, and walk up on you going, "What are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm skiing." You know,
We got this Karen that we deal with at the lake every year, and when they drain the lake, of course, they think they own the property that no longer has water on it. It's part of the lake, and
yeah,
they
it doesn't
don't.
really work that way.
And we deal with her every single year.
You know what? You keep going back, and nobody's kicking you off, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Older lady?
Not terribly old.
No.
Her father or husband or whoever the guy is up there in age, though.
I was gonna say, just all you gotta do is outlive her, and you're good, man.
I asked him. I asked him last time if he how much of the lake he owned.
It'd be nice to those Karens. You might get a new permission. Yeah. Well,
Not
first
this
of all,
one.
I don't do houses and yards anyway, so unless she's got a farm, I don't care. She don't have a farm. I'm not interested. But by the way, Phil, where is as somebody put it today, your manager? I do not see your manager in here.
Dennis knows what I'm talking about. Said not her.
I'm wondering where she is. She's coming. Oh, okay. Hope she's not puking up all that steak, man, that she had tonight.
Now I want to go get a steak dinner.
I'm not, my wife loves steak, filet mignon. I'm not a big. I mean, I got to be in the mood for steak, and it's got to be cooked just right. I just one of those things weird, man.
Got
She
to
can
have
have
a
steak.
nice baked potato with sour cream and all the
That's
fixings.
that's her.
Yeah,
She can do steak every night if she would not complain.
a nice
Steak,
draft beer to wash it down.
steak or soup. She loves soup. I made for her today all day, 6 hours in the crock pot. I made Italian meatball soup.
Sounds good.
I don't know. I don't need soup. I just cook it for
Mm.
her. She eats it, loves it, and then packs a couple small containers to take for lunch with her, and then packs like big Tupperware containers and freezes it, and she loves it. I mean, I literally, dude, I had the crock pot. There was that much room left at the top of the crock pot. That's how much soup I made. So, oh wait, wait,
Hey,
wait,
she's
wait,
got
wait, wait.
somebody.
What's that?
Got somebody.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Oh. So, what we have here is not a failure to communicate, but we had a birthday girl. The one, the only, the manager herself, the cute Miss Shannon Bortner. It is her birthday today, and she gets
Oh yeah, I forgot.
some easy birthday music because she's Shannon. I got the light on. It's just everything. Okay. Well,
1985 called. They want the
that
happy
was the
birthday
80s,
song
man.
back.
See, Shannon, you were either going to get that or you were going to get my rendition of Marilyn Monroe's happy birthday she sang to JFK.
John Kennedy. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank God good sense prevailed and I just did that. So I'm sure she don't want to hear or anybody else wants to hear me sing happy birthday.
Mhm.
I know I wouldn't. But so check this out, man. If there's anything you take away from this hour tonight or around an hour, I want you to take this away with you. This is a freebie. I'm throwing this out there. It's not gonna cost you nothing. So I'm taking somebody out detecting with me tomorrow who doesn't really get a chance to detect, the areas that I detect. Doesn't have permissions, and he lives about an hour north of me. Um, and stuff like that. Fairly new to the hobby. So um, I'm pretty stingy with my permissions for the most part. But if I get an opportunity to take somebody and kind of introduce them into that realm a little bit, it may change. You never know, man. Finding something, going to a park and finding a Merc or something like that, if that's your thing, that's cool. But, getting into an area where you might be able to find something that's, 150 years old, a button or say a buckle or an IHP or even a copper, you gotta, you know, take them, give them that opportunity. And, you never know, man. I mean, I know for me, when that happened to me and I switched over from doing what I used to do to farm fields, um, I know it changed everything for me. It changed my whole outlook, what I do, why I do it. Um, and now that I am, you know, 4 years into that, and I can't complain, about any of the success or failures that I've had during that process. So I try to take my knowledge and what I know and where I go and share it with somebody new like that because it could change everything for them. It did it for me. So, um, somebody turned me onto it and changed everything. So I feel that obligation to do the same when I have the opportunity. So, um, I did the same thing for Bruce, and a couple other people, and um, hopefully, hopefully he finds, at least a button or maybe an old buckle or like Phil said, maybe a croto bell. That changes everything, man. Everything, because you're not going to go to a tot lot and find that stuff. That's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, those tot lots. That sometimes people find some nice jewelry every now and then. I have one, but
Yeah, but you know what though? When I first started and I didn't know any better, because of the fact I live 10 minutes from the beach, I did that.
yeah,
And when I found my first couple few rings, it was cool. But let's face it, how often when you go do you find rings? Not that often.
yeah, not that often.
No. So
Some people live in areas where they don't have much available to them, and that's why
as
they
we
end up doing
say,
tot lots.
it's like we say, me and Eric say all the time when summer comes, because once summer comes and they plant everything, all the spots that you hit all winter, they're gone, man. They're gone till October and November. So, we always, we always say, to each other, you know what? You just got to get creative, man. I
Yeah,
still, even when it's like that and I lose all my spots for the summer, you won't catch me in a tot lot. You won't catch me on a beach. I will find like an old grass field, big grass field or something that I can go to without getting arrested or kicked off.
yeah,
And, it works, I mean, I'm not going to, I'm probably not going to, I'm not going to pull out the amount of coppers, in that July, August, September ish area that I do during, say, October to May, but you know, uh, eh, you get creative, man. You got to. You have to get creative. So let's see. Shannon took Phil so he could finally get an IHP, and if Phil digs another IHP, he might just throw it on his front lawn and run over it with his lawnmower next spring. I don't think an IHP is his favorite coin anymore. I think he just wanted to get one and get it out of the way so he could get one, and that's it.
so did he find one finally?
Oh yeah, a while back, while back. I'm gonna guess the next thing he wants to get is a copper because Shannon beat him to that one. She actually, I think it was her first copper, and it wound up being a Dragon Slayer. Go figure.
As far as coins are concerned, Flying Eagle said I haven't found one of those. It'd be nice to find one of those.
Oh, she's up to 5 coppers now. It's all right though. That's all right. You got plenty of time to catch her, man. Plenty of time to catch her. She found a bicentennial rabies tag. Looked like a bell bent up. Hope to flatten it out. Oh, she's up to 5 IHPs. Oh, you're up to 5. You know, it's funny. Even though they're not that, they only go back to like the 1860s or whatever. Um, you know, I don't mind digging the IHPs. They're just kind of they're just kind
It's
of
a neat coin.
yeah. They're just I don't mind digging them. I mean, I don't even though they're copper, I don't count them as coppers. Um, but they just made so much. They just made way cooler coins back then than they do now. Coins now
Yeah.
just suck.
Oh, especially the new ones.
Yeah, they've been horrible, dude. They've been horrible since the
Since
last
Roosevelt.
yeah the last cool coins they put out to me we put out no, not even, man. I mean, Mercs are okay. I'm not even a big standing
Yeah,
Liberty.
but Mercs are pretty common, but I like that design on the coin.
The Merc,
Yeah.
they could have done a little better job with the back though, because the back almost kind of looks almost like the Roosevelt, just kind of like a fatter torch or whatever that is on the back. But
Yeah.
they just got really lazy and bad with coins. You know, back in the 1800s and 1700s, they just made cool friggin' coins, dude. You know, they just did, and we couldn't really make like you go like the British coppers, man. You could go back 1,000 years, dude, and there'd be a king on one of them, on all of them. Some king. Up,
Monarch,
up
some
until we
sort.
had up until we had our first president of the United States was what 1780s.
Yeah, something like that.
We had nobody running this shit. Who ran it? Nobody. You could put Jesse James or Billy the Kid or somebody like that on a coin from before that because we didn't have anybody to run anything, man. It was wild west, and the closest thing that you could find, and they didn't run the country. They just kind of took over, and territories were like, what's his name? The hell's his name?
Daniel Boone.
No. Um, shit. Kevin Costner played him. Kurt
That was a
Russell played him.
Patriot.
Oh, Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
It was like a marshal or something like that. That's the closest thing you had, man. And they didn't run the whole. You couldn't get through around the whole country back then, so they had like territories that they kind of.
The whole middle of the country belonged to the French at one point. All the middle states.
Manhattan Park. That's in New York. That's Manhattan is about. I can get to Manhattan in about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Depends on traffic. If I could do 80 the whole way, I might be able to do it close to an hour. But thank you. No, we have them somewhat down here too. Believe it or not, not the first day of the event, the meet and greet for Digitude, there was a fire that day, not far from where the event was. So we were a little concerned about that. But
wildfire?
What's that?
Was it a wildfire? Or?
I don't know. I don't know what it was because we have a statewide ban right now. You can't like we usually do a bonfire for the meet and greet Friday night. We couldn't do it. There's signs everywhere on the major highways. Statewide ban for fires. No fireplaces going. no,
We got the same thing up here.
yeah.
It's dry up here too.
Jeep girl Beth is here. Yeah, Beth and I were live together a little bit last night on TikTok, um, on Andrew's live. But yeah, man. So um, yeah, you still got to be real careful. And uh, rain here coming your way. Hopefully, we got Sunday. I don't. We got some rain Sunday night. Um, I, it wasn't much, but it was a start. Definitely not enough to ease things up as far as digging. It just basically just got the top wet, the topsoil wet, and all that. Which, yeah, what are you gonna do? So, it's got to start somewhere. Wasn't expecting a monsoon, and then everything was gonna be okay. But if we get too much rain too quick, then we got bigger issues.
That's right,
Smoky,
Tom.
only you can prevent forest fires.
I don't see Smokey the Bear on TV anymore.
Yeah, I've seen commercials lately. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I saw one not too long ago. It was the 80th year of Smokey the Bear, I believe.
Yeah. We
So,
used to see the commercials all the time on TV, but I haven't seen one in a long, long time.
well, I think that's because now that weed's legal, Smokey the Bear is probably at the dispensary somewhere, toking it up.
How long has it been legal in New Jersey?
Um, I'd say probably around 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean
we're
you can only have so much on you, but and you have to be a certain age. But
yeah,
I'd say probably about 3 years now.
yeah.
I believe it or not, I could not tell you what it's like to be high.
I couldn't either.
I've never took a hit off of it. It's just one of those things where even if somebody is smoking pot near me, I gotta get away. I can't even stand the smell of it,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't like the smell of it either.
Can't stand the smell of it. You know. Now, if you got acid or something like that, whatever. I'd, I'd try it. We'll hit. I'll go on a trip with you.
In 2011 in Maine for medical, 2019 for
There you go.
Dennis would know. He knows the laws.
But yeah, I'll stick with my beer on occasion, my Fireball on occasion. I'll stick with
We
that.
just a year ago we finally got a gambling in Maine,
Acid
sportsbook
and pot are
gambling.
very similar. Acid don't smell anything like pot. I will say this: in my mid 20s, I did probably 3 or 4 times. I did do mesc. Um, I won't do that no again. It's fine when you're tripping, but dude, you come down off of that shit. It's like for 7 hours, dude. It's such a weird coming down, and you're all shaky, and I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. It's almost like I can almost imagine.
uh, Phil
I can
Bortner back
almost,
in the day. Oh my!
yeah, that was,
Yeah.
yeah,
I can imagine, Phil. We,
but
we, we all did, we all did things back in the day.
oh yeah, I mean, I just, it's the weirdest come down, dude. I almost feel like it's probably something similar. I can't tell you that for sure because um, I've never had that problem, but like somebody who's like an alcoholic or severe drug addict, and then they're cut off, and they go through that what they call with the withdrawals,
Yeah.
how they get like shaky and sweaty, and it's kind of like the same thing coming down off of mask. I'm like, you can't sleep. I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that no more, man. You can hear colors and see sounds. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't even remember. I don't think I remember is one time there were about 7 or 8 of us. We all did mask, and then we were playing poker at one of our houses, and we had another friend come in, and he's the only one that didn't have any mask. I've never seen anybody so pissed off in my life. You know what it's like having about 7 people sitting at a table playing poker, tripping, and there's one person there that's not, and just walks in and just starts sipping out a beer, and they have no clue what's going on, and it's kind of like being left out. Poor guy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But that's like the extent of it, man. I did mass like 2 or 3 times, and that's it. That's it for me, man. I stick with the beer. You know, the beer, it gets me to this little place where I'm happy, and I can control the level. You mess, you're not controlling anything, bro.
Mm. You're like Happy Gilmore. Get
You're
to
at
your
the,
happy place.
you're at the mercy. Shannon's teeth hurt. Would you bite into a bone with that steak or what?
Mm. The steak was that tough, was it?
I would have sent it back then. Shit. My mother-in-law is good for that. If something ain't perfect,
Huh? Oh,
I'm
you got one of those too.
Oh yeah,
I got one too.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, oh definitely.
Every time there's something wrong. Every time we go out.
I don't go anywhere. No, not me. I don't go. My wife will say, like, she'll like take her mother out for her birthday or for dinner or something like that. Hun, I'm taking mom out for birthday. You want to go? Nope, nope, nope. Tell her happy birthday. Or I'll call her and tell her happy birthday. Sorry I couldn't be there. I had stuff I had to do, but I'm not going. No. Every little tiny thing, dude. I mean, I've seen her. I've seen her send the same plate back 3 and 4 times.
Uh,
I'm like, come
I
on,
wouldn't dare do that.
no, come on, man.
Somebody like me might be working out back there.
Yeah, I'm like, no, man, no. But uh, so yeah, man. So like I was saying before, you get a chance, man. You get a chance to help somebody, and get them out there and get them under um, get them out there with you and get onto something good. Um, you know, do what you can, man. Do what you can to help somebody, um, because everybody at some point had some kind of help, directly or indirectly, or somebody may have said something that triggered in your head, and you're like, huh, or showed you or whatever. But everybody, I don't care who it is. Um, so take that time, man. It's important. You'll find it. You just take that one moment and take that time to help somebody. It'll go a long way. So hopefully this guy finds a couple little things tomorrow, and you know goes home and says, "Wow, got a 180-year-old button. That's not nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, for us, we find buttons. Cool, we find buttons. They don't suck, but we don't. We found enough of them to where
It's not what we're looking for though. Unless it's
it's
something special.
okay. It's a button, so that tells me there were people here. Cool. Put it in my bag. Good.
Like a big dandy button with a
Well,
nice
that's
fancy design around it. I
that's
mean,
that's the
that's a
difference.
button.
You get a big dandy button, you're in the 1700s,
Yeah.
and there were people there. So now you're looking for other stuff.
Get the little tiny cup
Yep.
flat button. You're like, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I put that in my
yeah,
little button thing over there. I've got a shit ton of those.
yeah.
But at least you know what? I don't mind finding them, because if I get on a
You know you're in
field
the right place.
and I start finding a couple buttons, I know I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
It's when I don't find buttons, musket balls, and stuff like that, is when I start to get worried, because hey, Eric, is because that tells me there ain't shit that went on here. But I start finding flat buttons and stuff like that, a couple musket balls. I know I'm where I need to be. It's just a matter of me finding it now. It's a matter of me getting my coil over something. Um, Plus, we were talking last night um, about this stuff too. I don't even necessarily have to find something to know I'm in the right place or just, on the right path. Is when I step onto like a farm field and I start seeing pieces of old brick,
Yeah.
uh, or pottery or oyster shells, then my ears start to perk up and go, uh huh, uh huh, uh huh, uh huh. I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place. Something went on here. There was either hey, what's up, Olin? There was either a house here somewhere, and it was farmed. So I know I'm going in the right place. When I don't see that stuff and I don't start finding that stuff, that's when I say to myself, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go hit somewhere else. But what are you gonna do, man? Sometimes you gotta. Who had a tomahawk? A
I,
tomahawk.
I haven't figured out who she's talking to.
Is Shannon drunk and she meant to say mullet or mohawk? She been drinking. She had a little drinky with the steak. Because I have no idea what she's talking about.
Phil was talking about how expensive the place was.
Somebody needs to send me a map because I'm lost. I have no idea what the tomahawk thing is. Oh, a tomahawk ribeye. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
okay, all right, got it.
Actually, I've never heard of that. Oh, large ribeye with a bone
I
in.
know it's got the big bone that
I thought,
comes
is that?
around. Looks like a
I thought that's what they call like the New York strip or New York steak. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a big
maybe
meat.
it's like maybe they got different names for different regions too.
It's possible. Yeah, that's possible. My wife's a steak connoisseur, so she'll probably know what it is or heard of it. She loves steak. Oh man. So what you got going on? Anything going on? Got anything going on this week?
Got nothing planned, but I will get out. It's
Yeah,
just
you know
like a
what?
spur of the moment thing, you know.
That's,
Probably
that's
tomorrow.
you know what? That's what I'm doing
Uh,
the same thing. I wasn't planning on going out, and like today, I didn't go out today. Kind of just relax a little bit. My wife had to use up a lot. She's got a lot of time left to use, so she just kind of took today just to use up time. So I kind of
yeah.
chilled and relaxed and went and did some grocery shopping while she just kind of she binged watched. She watches this stuff on like Peacock and uh, these other subscriptions we have. Peacock, uh,
Netflix.
Netflix. No, not so much Netflix. Some Peacock. Um,
Are
there's
you a
another.
are you a boxing fan?
Uh, not really.
No.
Not really.
You know Friday on Netflix is the Jake Paul Mike
Yeah.
Tyson fight.
Yep. Yeah. Um, I might check it out.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm looking forward to it.
I might check it
If
out.
you get if you get a chance, watch the documentary on Jake Paul on Netflix. It's pretty good.
I was more. I could tolerate and watch boxing more, like in the '70s and early to mid '80s more because there was just way more. Like now, you don't really have superstars. Back
That's
then,
because they did that to themselves when they went all pay per view. We used to be able to watch all the big fights on TV.
yeah, they had
When
you
they
had,
took it off TV,
you had Foreman, Holmes, Frazier, um, Ali. Um, you had six.
who's the guy from England there?
I don't remember, but you had
Um,
6 or 7 like major fighters back then that were major names.
yeah,
So night JBP.
no,
Shannon wants to throw a tomahawk at Phil for kicks. Yeah, honey, can we go to one of those Sugar Ray Leonard? Um, she's
I couldn't stand him.
yeah. Shannon's
Uh,
like, honey, can we go to one of those axe throwing places?
oh,
You know,
we got plenty of those up this way.
you just stand right over there, hon. Let me just kind of get my groove on here. I won't hit you.
Let's try a William Tell here.
Yeah, I won't hit you. I swear. I just kind of want to get my rhythm down a little bit.
Just put this apple on your head.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just here. Hold this pinpointer just like this. I won't hit you. Trust me. Hey, big girl. What you doing? You coming? You gonna come see? Okay, come on.
Yeah, I was more Thomas Hitman Hearns and
Oh
than
yeah.
I was Sugar Ray. Roberto Duran.
So yeah, I was more into it back then because you just had more to see. Now
Yeah.
it's like there's like one fight a year, and you might, if you're lucky, you might have heard of one of them, like Canelo. Jake Paul is, to me, it's just a joke. You know,
Well,
so
we're gonna find out Friday.
yeah. Well, you're talking about
I think Tyson's gonna clean his clock, but
somebody who's what, 27, and somebody who's my age, he's 58.
yeah.
So I tell
I
you
hope
what,
it's like one of those classic Mike Tyson fights. They ring the bell and then
that's what I was
boom,
gonna say.
boom,
That's what
it's
I was gonna
over.
say. If that goes more than 2 rounds, Tyson's probably going to be in trouble. He's not going to have
Endurance.
he's not going to have the stamina to go deep into that fight. I mean, there's going to come a point. He's in really good shape for his age, and he's still strong as hell, and probably can still knock out anybody. But he's going to have to do that in the first 2 rounds. If he doesn't, he's in
Yeah.
trouble.
Like Mike Tyson always says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yep. It's a money. It's a big money grab. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, I already placed my bet on
Did you?
Tyson. Yeah.
It's a big money grab, man. It's all it is. And so it just doesn't interest me anymore. Even like even football. I'm a big Eagles fan, but even football, it doesn't hit like it used to because of all the rule changes. If you sneeze at the quarterback, it's a 15-yard
Oh
penalty.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. If you accidentally bumped into the receiver, you know, going by, it's a 15-yard pass
Well,
interference
you
down.
guys do a lot of grabbing and tugging on both sides, the receivers and the D backs.
Yeah, it's basically, you know what it is now? It's turned into like a flag football game, man. And the Pro Bowl, which is like their version of an All-Star
Oh,
game,
yeah, they
joke.
got rid of that.
It's a joke, dude. They had to. It was a joke. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's the Steel Curtain days. Back in the 70s when they had you know, uh, Mean Joe and Jack Splat, which I believe was Jack Ham or Jack Lambert, one
Yeah.
of those, or both.
That's a Rams, right?
Nah, it was the Steelers.
Okay.
Reggie White, all those guys.
But Ronnie Lott, Ronnie Lott couldn't play now.
Ronnie Lott, Brian Dawkins, none of them could play now. None of them. John Lynch, none of them. Couldn't play now. You could thank Mr. Tom Brady for you Northeasterners there for that baloney. He's the one that started it all. Oh, he got close to me. He got too close to me. Oh, he got too close to me. Throw a flag. Ooh. Richie said, "How much you got on Tyson?"
I got $4 on 1.5. Is paying 6 times. It's 1.5 knockdowns and Tyson wins. So he knocks him down once, he gets back up, and Tyson knocks him out. I win $24 with a
There you go.
$4 bet. That's
Yeah,
about the most I bet on anything is like $4 or $5.
quarterbacks, man, quarterbacks could take hits back then. Now, forget it, man. Forget it. Big Ben, I think Big Ben is was the last of the tough quarterbacks. That was it. Everybody else, nah. That big girl.
I don't know. I saw Baker Mayfield stiff arm what's his name last week and throw a pass. Did you see that highlight?
Yeah, but you know what? He can stiff arm them, but if they stiff arm him, flag comes out. Flag comes out. But yeah, Big Ben, I'm gonna say Big Ben is the last of that breed. That last of those people who don't care. They get hit, they get hit. And if he runs when he was young, when he ran, he didn't slide. Now it's ridiculous. It's hard to watch, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is hard to watch.
There's no more Mike Bavaros either.
Right? No, none of those guys, man. None of them at all. All right, let me see here. Let me take a look at what we got here for 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. And social media also has killed these sports.
Yeah, look at the Cowboys. Micah Parsons. That guy there will be out of football no time at all. Not because he isn't talented enough.
You knew
because
how much
he keep his mouth shut.
Do you know how much pleasure I took Sunday being a Philadelphia Eagles fan? I took such great pleasure in that.
I'm a Giants fan, and I took pleasure in it because it was the Cowboys.
The Giants, they're going to figure out. They lost to the worst team in the NFL. So,
well,
you just saw.
Hopefully, we get a high enough pick to get the quarterback we need.
You just saw Daniel Jones play his last game for the year, unless somebody gets hurt. I'll bet you. So, all right. So,
some of it I feel sorry for him because the offensive line's been terrible his whole tenure.
Yeah, it's been 6 years for him, though, dude. It's time. All right, dudes, we're gonna call it a night, and thank you guys for coming, and hopefully your weather's held out for you guys, and you guys can get out and dig and go find something this week. So next week you can email me the stuff, and we can show you stuff, man.
Show us stuff.
Where else can you go show your stuff, man? Well, there's some stuff, not all stuff. Thanks. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Me and Richie are out of here. We'll see you guys next week.
Night, everyone.